And again, for NIP, I really feel like it's a team that in their 0-5 slide, they've been overextending, and I think other teams have been abusing that. This is a team that's going to play up, they're going to play to go in. And I definitely see a lot of ways where they could get caught, they could get overextended. I gotta say, I think that the 6 fight could be scary for NIP, as Doinbees doesn't have 6 yet. Both junglers come to cover mid. Oh, Tarzan wins out on that skirmish, yeah. Kyle's here. That's going to be a difference maker. Doinbee doesn't have 6, but Kyle.
Yeah, he went forward, and now Doinbee's going to be the weak link. Trying to get a first blood, goes the way of Tarzan, and now the stun set as the 3-man crash down onto PP from PP God into the Shattering Strike. Going to land onto all 3. PP God becomes the savior, the blocker of what could have been even worse for NIP.
I mean, nice timer here for anyone's legend, but that looked kind of ugly from Doinbee.
Oh no, the flash play, and Tarzan goes for it, and the man, the new age king of the jungle, is off to a 2-0 start.
I don't, like, it's just freebies going over, and it will lead to that first dragon. I know we get time to talk about this, Mazel, but I think the dragon's just going to be more valuable this game. As Grubs isn't that usable and abusable by either of our teams here. I think it's going to be really about the 5v5s and the fights that we have. It's not like you're going to have a dedicated split pusher among these 2 solo lanes. It's a little bit more useful maybe for an anyone's legend squad where Silas, you know, into that Ahri could get a winning lane state, but that's about it.
On a little bit of a timer to get this one going, but they want the 2v2. Kyle gonna miss that big Zenith Blade and leave now looking for an angle, and Hope pops him pretty heavily, and it will just be the 1 grub secured by AL. NIP move in swiftly and will clean house on the rest of them. Go to 5 grubs total.
That's a good take from NIP as they were able to retake the objective. I think it's a good drop, though, by AL. As again, Kaisa 3 items. That, for me, is the key. And that's the point of the game where I think that they're going to really start to break.
A full tank style with the Roa stacking up for both of the mid laners.
It's the right build for Doinbee for sure, because he can't get big enough where Silas can't one-shot. Of course, Silas going the bruiser build this game is Kyle. Caught out.
That's a big flash. Oh, Tarzan! Okay, that was yeah, I don't think he wanted that blast code as he's going to flash back over the wall. Now Flandre's in a lot of trouble. Flash is coming out. Desperation reeking of it by AL as the Magnet Sword coming in. Flandre can't move. Equalizer popped, and Aki comes away with his kill. NIP finally on the board.
I know that if he burns it, there's a cast time. That might have been the window for Sion to punish with the Q. I just think he needed to use it to get out. Wanted to save it for a potential Dragon fight. And honestly, Dragon fight at the back half possible.
PP God with a really nice engage. Magnet Storm by 4 on the Shanks here. Shanji going to go down. He is the sacrificial lamb, is now Kyle looking for an angle. He doesn't have anything but the Grand Starfall. Tarzan gets the immediate cleanse out of Leave. Leave's not going to go down just yet. Aki's still there. Bullet time out. The big spear from Tarzan will get him a killing spree, and now Hope has stepped up to the plate and knocked it out of the park.
Timer and that teleport. NIP, they tried to use their 5 grubs to take some more plates, but ended up being an overextension that re-engaged by Shanks the Magnet Storm, keeping them under tower as NIP ate multiple tower shots, overextending.
The spear through the heart of Leave. Love this pickup of the Pantheon into the Neferi of Aki. We said it was a gauntlet drop by Aki, and right now Tarzan has picked that up and smacked him around with it. Now another engage on the Flandre, but Tarzan is here, gonna focus on the Leave, and now Leave is already gone. Tarzan looking for even more, but he's in a 1v4. Double knockups coming through. Kyle's there, but now Shanks coming to clean house, and Hope looking for an angle as well. They find everything here. Shanji's about to go low, but Shanks is wheeling and dealing through all of this. The resets coming in plenty. And Doinbee getting his own power turned against him. Shanks gonna try to run him down. Still looking for it here. Wants to put the mark on this one. And it's almost a full and total one as they are able to get Doinbee here, maybe. Kyle gonna take it. Shanks looking for the final touches and gets it. Shanks putting the mark on Doinbee and coming out big man.
And taking that fight with an AD with no summoner spells, I know that Leave looks silly being caught out like that, but that's not the setup that Leave wants. And now the setup coming on to Leave. As he
NIP,
sneaks out.
they can turn, they can go into Tarzan. Tarzan a little bit scared, although Kyle's the one that secures the bullet time. At least that secures the Rift Herald. The bullet time gonna get 2 there as NIP try to fight their way through. Doinb now getting his own resets. Shanks looking for his angle as Tarzan is about to have his abilities come back up. Hope still has killer instinct. This is setting up for an AL turn. Shanks gonna go down low here as he goes into the Rift Herald. He's still alive. Shanks just make the play of the game, I feel like, as he escapes. He's leaving Hope by himself, and Shanks is out of there, baby. 0-7.
What a take from Shanks. That could have been a bit of a disaster there if he ends up going down for anyone's legend.
No way.
But AL, a bit of a mistake in that fight. They overcommitted through the choke, and Leave was actually able to get that big bullet time off with the combo from PB God's Magnet Storm. Led to a winning fight for NIP. Kyle has to take the reset, and that's going to be enough for them to drop the Dragon. So no soul points secured. Good pick up there as the Infernal. Pretty nice. Will be a little bit favorable for AL. Their comp's going to build a little bit more damage overall, but still good for NIP. This Dragon always feels good to pick up. And a nice skirmish there as some good angles were presented against NIP by AL. Again, want to find angles around the Scion team and others. I think it's really important that Hope did get access to that Rage Blade. Will help a lot. If he does find himself autoing the Scion, of course, not exactly who you want to be on. His goal is to try and get around the Scion, and that's why it's so important that NIP keeps that formation sound. As NIP's up now, but of course,
okay.
Go for it. Tarzan spotted.
50-50. Tarzan's in the pit there with him. Shanji gonna try to body block. Big equalizer there, and it still will be secured by Aki. So they get the Dragon. Aki gonna go untargetable. Unstoppable onslaught used to get away. Flandre now looking for an angle. Shanks gonna steal away the Spirit Rush. Gonna force Doinb to use his. Looking for a charm play. And you can see NIP were pretty worried about it, just in case. Flandre, though, he's going to walk straight in. He's going to have to immediately flash, but the rest of the team is coming right behind him. The slowdown. Flandre just going to try to turn back to try to get a kill, but is not going to find anything. And now, off the back of that, and that mistake from Flandre, NIP are going to start up the Atacon.
Pretty egregious wave to hit his Flandre with his team being on the top side of the map and NIP being spotted exiting mid down.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? I think I hear it. I think there's a Pantheon coming. I think there's a steal maybe on the inbound. As they're in the pit. Big bullet time, but Leave has to stop it as now PP got flashing away, and he gets it! Tarzan, the king of the jungle! And Hope coming in, flying with the wings so high! Anyone's legend, just the Hope of NIP with one fell swoop!
Anyone's legend as they wipe the fight.
What a steal from Tarzan. Even if Flandre's trying to hold them back, AL still looking damn good despite it. And it comes off the back of a couple key performances.
IP and Anyone's Legends takes firm control of this game.
And this is when AL looked at their most dominant. When they had Shanks and Hope both performed. Tarzan has been a consistent, even in that last series, whatever, he had a bad one. He has always been, I feel like, the most consistent part of the team. But Shanks and Hope finally realizing that potential once again. Get that Hope all riled up for Anyone's Legend here as they move forward and try to match out to TES.
For Anyone's Legend, we really prefer it. The Kaisa can somewhat deal with the Scion. And again, the pressure that they're able to put down on Misfortune. It didn't really matter how fed Leave got in the game. You can see how tough it is for MF to operate in the back half if AL is able to create any sort of angles. And NIP just refusing to fight them at the moment, as they're giving up everything. That's just an inhibitor falling for free. As Shanji up in 10, that might be what they're waiting for to look. He's
Kyle's really tanky. I don't even think they're going to try to put some damage into him, but
not bad.
It does get him down to half health. They
Atacon
do still have the Atacon GA. It's about to fall. 3 seconds. So now the deaths are real for Anyone's Legend as Tarzan's going to fall. It's right when the Atacon was going off. No, it's going to be the real GA from Tarzan, actually. And now he's popped, but he's going to pop again. And now Doinb getting some resets here. AL overextending. Hope going to try to outplay Aki, but he's about to go down too. And those teeth, they sink deep. NIP with the defense of the base. Lick their wounds a little bit and pick this one up. 3 Infernal Dragons in a row and soul point to NIP.
Like, what a gift. Again, Anyone's Legend, it feels like, I mean, the Flandre in led to a win, right? But that was a gift. That one from Tarzan and Shanks, I mean, I don't know what they saw there. Their conditions were not good. They just got a free inhibitor.
Kaisa, who also has GA completed now as well for Hope. So that's going to be a big 4th item. We are getting to those 4th item sparks for at least a majority of people. but it's also Dragon coming up in 25 seconds, and it's PP God getting engaged on first. Shanks, look at this angle, the pincer maneuver, the trap is being closed on NIP, and they were unsuspecting. Trying to go back onto Kyle, the resets from Doing B, but it's not enough. Shanks has found the back line. Shanks goes golden. Vondre goes for the flash play. They found them, but is it going to be enough? Aki trying to go in, trying to go down, and he is out. Shanji, you might be the biggest tank of them all, but we've all seen Attack on Titan. They go straight for the nape of the neck, and AL are looking to blast away with this game one. There's nobody in the chair.
We're sprinting. We're getting further to quicker to the bathroom than APA is here at NA.
There's
ghosts. Leaving the chairs. This game's wrapped up for AL. Good team fight. Hope is able to get in on the back half and against Leave. So many threats that Leave has to deal with. Was never even able to get a bullet time off in that fight, Mazel. As he goes down, and NIP going to go down in this game one.
Got supernatural victory going over here for AL. They don't even need to be in their chairs, even though you see them at the bottom. I don't know what that last picture was, but AL know exactly what time it is. And it's time for redemption after that JDG series. And it's time for a 1-0 match point lead in this BO3.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.